ब्रह्मणस्पदान शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्रयवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् तच्चयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जगातु भेषजम् षण्णो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वम् यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येषाणः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतोऽज्यायागश्च पुरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतम् दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदयेत्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत शासनानशने अभि तस्माद् जायता विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वता वसन्तो अस्यासेदाज्यम् ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्त समिधः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञम् तन्वाणाः अपद्नन् पुरुषं पशुम् तय्यज्ञम् बर्हिषिः प्रोक्षन्न पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवाय जन्ता साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः संवृतं वृषदाज्यम् पशुगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जग्निरे छन्दागुंसि जग्निरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त एके चोभयादतः गावो हजग्निरे तस्मात् जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यदतुः कदिधाप्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरोपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः ऊरो तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागुं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद् वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षम् शीर्ष्णोद्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्याम् भूमिर्दिशः श्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेदम् पुरुषम् महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णम् तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन्यदास्ते घाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहारा शक्रप्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च तस्रः तमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्थायनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसा च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्ततादि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेदम् पुरुषम् महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णम् तमसः परस्तात् तमेवम् विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यणाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीणाम् पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानाम् पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचम् ब्राह्मम् जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवम् ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे हेश्चते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टम् मनिषाणा अमुम् मनिषाणा सर्वम् मनिषाणा तच्चयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वम् जिगातु भेषजम् षण्णो अस्तु द्विपदे षण्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यम् करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अत पुरुषो ह वै नारायणो कामयतः प्रजासृजेयेते नारायणात् प्राणो जायते मनः सर्वेन्द्रियाणि च कं वायुर्ज्योतिरापः पृथिवी विश्वस्य धारिणी नारायणात् ब्रह्मा जायते नारायणात् रुद्रो जायते नारायणादिन्द्रो जायते नारायणात् प्रजापतयः प्रजायन्ते नारायणात् द्वादशादित्या रुद्रा वसवः सर्वाणि च छन्दागुंसे नारायणादेव समुत्पद्यन्ते नारायणे प्रवर्तन्ते नारायणे प्रलीयन्ते ॐ अथ नित्यो नारायणः ब्रह्मा नारायणः शिवश्च नारायणः शक्रश्च नारायणः द्यावा पृथिव्यौ च नारायणः कालश्च नारायणः दिशश्च नारायणः ऊर्ध्वश्च नारायणः अधश्च नारायणः अन्तर्बहिश्च नारायणः नारायण एवेदगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् निष्कलो निरञ्जनो निर्विकल्पो निराख्यातः शुद्धो देव एको नारायणः न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् य एवं वेद स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति ओमित्यग्रे व्याहरेत् नम इति पश्चात् नारायणायेत्युपरिष्टात् ओमित्येकाक्षरम् नम इति द्वे अक्षरे नारायणायेति पञ्चाक्षराणि एतद्वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरम् पदम् यो ह वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरम् पदमध्येते अनपप्रुवः सर्वमायुरेते विन्दते प्राजापत्यगुं रायस्पोषङ्गौपत्यम् ततो मृतत्वमश्नुत इति य एवं वेद प्रत्यगानन्दं ब्रह्म पुरुषं प्रणवस्वरूपम् अकार उकार मकार इति तानेकधा समभरत्तदेतदोमिते यमुक्त्वा मुच्यते योगी जन्म संसार बन्धनात् ॐ नमो नारायणायेति मन्त्रोपासकः वैकुण्ठ भुवनलोकं गमिष्यति तदिदं परं पुण्डरीकं विज्ञानघनम् तस्मात् तदितावन्मात्रम् ब्रह्मण्यो देवकी पुत्रो ब्रह्मण्यो मधुसूदनो सर्वभूतस्तमेकन्नारायणम् कारणरूपमकार परब्रह्मो एतदथर्वशिरो योतीते प्रार्थरति यानो रात्रिकृतं पापन्नाशयति सायमधीयानो दिवसकृतं पापन्नाशयति माध्यन्दिनमादित्याभिमुखोऽधीयान पञ्चपातकोपपातकात् प्रमुच्यते सर्ववेदपारायण पुण्यं लभते नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः योपां पुष्पौ वेदा पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पम् पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति योऽग्निरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अग्निरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनो वेद आयतनवान् भवति वायुर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो वायोरायतनो वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै वायोरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनो वेद आयतनवान् भवति असो वै तपन्नपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो मुष्यतपत आयतनो वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अमुष्यतपत आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यश्चन्द्रमस आयतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै चन्द्रमस आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति नक्षत्राणि वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यो नक्षत्राणामायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै नक्षत्राणामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनौ वेद आयतनवान् भवति स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
गजवदना जय गणनाथा
गजवदना जय गणनाथा
गजवदना जय गणनाथा
गजवदना जय गणनाथा
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक
विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक
विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक
विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक
विघ्न विनाशक विनायक
विघ्न विनाशक विनायक
विघ्न विनाशक विनायक
विघ्न विनाशक विनायक
सुरमुनि वंदित विनायक
सुरमुनि वंदित विनायक
सुरमुनि वंदित विनायक
सुरमुनि वंदित विनायक
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
प्रथम वंदना गणनाथा
जय गणनाथा प्रथम वंदना गणनाथ विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक विघ्न विनाशक विनायक सुर मुनि वंदित विनायक सुर मुनि वंदित विनायक प्रथम वंदना गणनाथ
भजरे रामचरण सततं भजरे रामचरण
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 भजरे जानकी जीवन रामं
भजरे जानकी जीवन राम
भजरे जानकी जीवन रामं
भजरे जानकी जीवन राम
भजरे रामं भद्राचल रामं
भजरे राम
भजरे रामं भद्राचल रामं
भजरे राम
भजरे पावन तारक नामं
भजरे पावन तारक नाम
भजरे पावन तारक नामं
भजरे पावन तारक नाम
भजरे श्रीराम रामेति रामं
भजरे श्रीराम रामेति राम
भजरे साई राम रामेति रामं
भजरे साई राम रामेति राम
भजरे रामचरण शतकं भजरे रामचरण
भजरे रामचरण सततं भजरे रामचरण
भजरे जानकी जीवन रामं
भजरे जानकी जीवन राम
भजरे रामं भद्राचल रामं
भजरे राम भद्राचल राम
भजरे पावन तारक नामं
भजरे पावन तारक नाम
भजरे श्रीराम रामेति रामं
भजरे श्रीराम रामेति राम
भजरे साई राम रामेति रामं
भजरे साई राम रामेति राम
भजरे रामचरण सततं
महादेवा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो
महादेवा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो
महेश्वरा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर महेश्वरा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर महादेवा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो
मौलीश्वर शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
ईश्वर शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मौलीश्वर शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
ईश्वर शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मदनान्तक शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मदनान्तक शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मदनान्तक शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मदनान्तक शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मृत्युञ्जया शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मृत्युञ्जया शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मृत्युञ्जया शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मृत्युञ्जया शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
महादेवा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो
महेश्वरा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर महादेवा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो
मौलीश्वर शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
ईश्वर शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मदनान्तक शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
मृत्युञ्जया शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
शिव शम्भो
मृत्युञ्जया शिव शम्भो शङ्कर
जया शिव शम्भो
देवा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार सत्य साई की जय जयकार 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 यीशु पिता की जय जयकार यीशु पिता की जय जयकार महावीर की जय जयकार महावीर की जय जयकार सौराष्ट्र की जय जयकार सौराष्ट्र की जय जयकार सत्य साई की जय जयकार सर्वधर्म की जय जयकार सर्वधर्म की जय जयकार सर्वधर्म की जय जयकार अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार सत्य साई की जय जयकार, यीशु पिता की जय जयकार, यीशु पिता की जय जयकार, महावीर की जय जयकार, महावीर की जय जयकार, दो राष्ट्र की जय जयकार, सर्व धर्म 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 की जय जयकार। अल्लाह अल्लाह करो पुकार, त्रिलोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, त्रिलोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, त्रिलोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, त्रिलोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, सदानंद रूपिणी साईश्वरी, सदानंद रूपिणी साईश्वरी, सदानंद रूपिणी साईश्वरी, सदानंद रूपिणी साईश्वरी, त्रिलोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, त्रिलोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, कारुण्य लावण्य कादम्बरी, कारुण्य लावण्य कादम्बरी, कारुण्य लावण्य कादम्बरी, कारुण्य लावण्य कादम्बरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, सदानंद रूपिणी साईश्वरी, सदानंद रूपिणी साईश्वरी, लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी, कारुण्य लावण्य कादम्बरी, कारुण्य लावण्य कादम्बरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, परमेश्वरी अम्बा शिव शंकरी, लोकपालिनी जगदीश्वरी। हे राम दूता हे राम भक्ता, हे राम दासा नमो नमो, हे राम भक्ता हे राम दासा नमो नमो, हे राम दूता हे राम भक्ता, हे राम दासा नमो नमो, हे राम भक्ता हे राम दासा नमो नमो, सीता माता शोक विनाशा, शोक विनाशा, सीता माता शोक विनाशा, शोक विनाशा, अनाथ नाथा नमो नमो, अनाथ नाथा नमो नमो, अनाथ नाथा नमो नमो, अनाथ नाथा नमो नमो, मारुति राया महानुभावा, मारुति राया महानुभावा, मारुति राया महानुभावा, मारुति राया महानुभावा, अति बलवंता नमो नमो, नमो नमो, विराजनेया नमो नमो, नमो नमो, हे राम दूता हे राम भक्ता, हे राम दासा नमो नमो, हे राम भक्ता हे राम दासा नमो नमो, सीता माता शोक विनाशा
शोक विनाशा
अनाथ नमो नमो
नमो नमो
मारुतिराया महानुभाव
मारुतिराया महानुभाव
मारुतिराया महानुभाव
मारुतिराया महानुभाव
अति बलवंता नमो नमो
नमो नमो
वीरांजनेया नमो नमो
नमो नमो
हे राम दूता हे राम भक्ता हे राम दासा नमो नमो
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our humble salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Mother Sai. Respected elders, beloved teachers, brothers and sisters, welcome to Samarpan, an offering of gratitude from the alumni of the Sri Sathya Sai Educational Institutions held on the third Sunday of every month. We are pleased to welcome Sri Praveen Vemula to the 151st edition of the Samarpan at Brindavan. Sri Praveen hails from the city of Kothagudem in Telangana state. He was born to Sri Manohar Babu Vemula and Srimati Rani Manohar Vemula. His 10th grade from the Sri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School in 1995. He did his BSc in Biosciences and thereafter his MSc in Biosciences from 1996 to 2001. When he was not clear about what he should pursue for his higher studies, Brother Praveen inquired this with our dearest Swami, who instructed him to take the field of bioscience. Post his bioscience, his UG, the undergraduation and his post-graduation, Swami advised him to do management. In fact, he had enrolled for his PhD course in Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, but with Swami, we all know how it works. We always have to love his uncertainty. And in Brother Praveen's case as well, Swami had a different plan for him. In the year 2001, Brother Praveen, Swami himself personally instructed Brother Praveen to pursue his Masters in Public Health from USA. Yeah. He was awarded the gold medal from Swami's hands after completing his honors in BSc and was also a joint topper in the MSc course. As I was saying, it was the year 2001, and after he completed his masters, Swami advised him and another brother to go to Bangalore and take 2 little exams as he dropped off from his PhD course. Swami personally sent Brother Praveen to obtain the MPH degree in healthcare management from the Loma Linda University in California, USA. In fact, quick trivia, what I found out was Brother Praveen was doing his GRE entrance test exam preparations at Sai Gokulam here. As we all know, Swami is Kalatitaya Namaha. The entire process from passport to the GRE exam to getting the visa was a test of faith in Swami. We'll get to listen to the most dramatic experiences of Brother Praveen on how he got into this most prestigious university for medical sciences, the Loma Linda University in California. And coincidentally, this is the only vegetarian university, if you may say so, where the university offers pure vegetarian, alcohol-free kind of an atmosphere. So I leave it to Brother Praveen to talk about more about the entire story. He was selected for the National Dean's List in the year 2002, and this is awarded to only the top 5% of the students for excellence in education with a cumulative GPA of 4 out of 4. He joined in 2003 as a special assistant to the director, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Bangalore, a role he continues to play till date. On one occasion, when Sri Praveen asked Swami for strength to do his work, Swami said, and I'm translating it in English, when I give you the work, ability to do that work also come automatically. You don't need to ask. With this, I invite Brother Praveen to share his most interesting and cherished experiences at the lotus feet of our dearest Lord. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, Sai Ram. I'm very fond of a couple of poems of Swami, and I would like to recite them before I start the talk. Ye gunambu ghanilchi ye telchano nadu Prahaladu palimpa paramapurushudu Ye gunambu ghanilchi ye telchano nadu Karinigal chaditari kamalanayanudu Ye gunambu ghanilchi ye telchano nadu Peda kruchiluni brova Veda charitudu Ye gunambu ghanilchi ye telchano nadu Dhruva kumaruni saka Vaikuntavasi Ye gunambu ghanilchi ye telchano nadu Bali chakravarti kavanganitikin A gunambe ghanilchi amaravandyudu Artajjanulanu palimpa anathanatudu Shri Lokanatudu Srinatudu A gunambe ghanilchi amaravandyudu ఆర్తజనులను పాలింప అనాథనాథుడు శ్రీ లోకనాథ శ్రీనాథ లోకనాథ. ఎవరు? సచ్చిదానందమూర్తి. సచ్చిదానందమూర్తి పుట్టపర్తి షట్చక్రవర్తి. సచ్చిదానందమూర్తి పుట్టపర్తి షట్చక్రవర్తి. చంత చేర్చనటంచు సంతసించదమన్నా తప్పకప్పుడే చింతగూర్చు ఏడి పిల్చుట సాయి వేడుకయందురా కడుపుబ్బ నవ్వించు నడుమ నడుమా పొగడు చున్నాడని పొంగిపోయధరేమో తప్పకప్పుడే ఎగతాళి చేయు అభయమిచ్చనుగాన హాయిగా నుండదమల్లా బాధలెల్నియో పెట్టి మాట్లాడకుండు వెనుక కేగనీడు చననీడు ముందుకు మనసు మరలు గొల్పి మదన పెట్టు ఇట్టి శ్రీ పర్తివాసుని గట్టితనమును ఎట్లెరుగగలరు ఇలలోన మీరు. These two poems will set the context for the talk I am giving today. Some of us who have experienced Swami will know that he has himself chanted these slokas mainly during the birthdays in the early years. The meaning of the first slokam is that with the same qualities that Lord has come to protect Prahalada, Gajendra, Kuchela, Dhruva and Balchakravarti, with the same qualities Lord Sai has come to protect all of us, and he continues to protect forever and ever. The second slokam is very dear to me because this is how Swami is to play with us. Sometime we'll suddenly think that Swami is very close to us and then he'll put us far. Sometimes we'll think that Swami only wants to make us cry, then he'll start to make you laugh. Sometimes we think that he's praising us, then he'll start making fun of you. Sometimes we feel that he has given Abhaya Hasta and we should not worry about anything, and then we face troubles that we cannot bear. So it's very difficult to understand this Lord of ours who is very tough and yet very soft and very loving. My journey with Swami started with my grandparents. My grandfather, Mr. Radha Krishna Rao, he had the good fortune of constructing Swami's mandir in Kothagudem with some other devotees, and they had all come to Puttaparthi to invite Bhagwan for the inauguration of that particular mandir. Swami called them in the interview room and then created a hot laddu for them and distributed to all of them. That was the first touch of Swami to our family. Subsequently, when some of the people were just going on a yatra to Parthi, my grandmother joined them. Being a village lady, people like to join on yatras, so she just joined, and she was sitting in the darshan line, and unfortunately or fortunately for her, she got disconnected with the other group she came with. And this was the first time she is coming to Parthi, first time she is seeing Swami, and Swami came out for darshan. and there were some foreigners sitting around her, and Swami called them for interview and went forward. She also got up and went along with them to the interview room. When Bhagwan came and was taking them inside, Swami asked her, "Who called you?" She said, "Emo Swami, Teliyadu." He said, "I don't know. I just came because they were coming. I just came." Swami said, "Okay, go inside." And inside the interview room, I think that was probably one of the most defining moment of our association with Swami. Swami asked her, "What do you want?" She said, "Swami, take my family close to you and keep them with you." And Swami gave Abhayastam and said, "I will do that." And Swami created Vibhuti for her, and she came out. So that's the beginning of our journey. We were from a very ordinary family, steeped in the world. We didn't know anything about Swami. One of my classmates, Sai Prakash, his parents, they had got transferred to Kothagudem, and they were participating in the bhajans, which was very near to our house. And since they were traveling from long, so they wanted a house, and our house, there was a portion which was vacant, and they asked us for rent. My father was dead against it, saying that no, we don't want all these people here. They were used to eating non-veg and all that, and then so they were. He was not agreeing, but Swami has his ways, and they came. And once my parents saw their children, they were already studying in primary school. The way they were behaving, they felt that inner urge to join us. And generally, the admissions are either in the first standard or in the 11th standard. But that particular year, to train us, they had taken, there was a Swami's associated school in Chennai. And so we had joined there for 1 year. And after that, we applied to the Uti school, and we wrote the exam. And with Swami's grace, 3 of us brothers, we joined in Uti school. For the first time in the winter vacations in our sixth class, we had come to Brindavan, and we stayed here overnight. And next day, early morning, we started from here. There were 7 of us students from 6th class we all went to Puttaparthi. And as soon as we went there, it was close to 8 o'clock in the morning. And they told us to sit in the front, saying that Swami was expecting you. This is the first time ever on the veranda. And as soon as we went and sat down, the interview room door opened. And then Swami came straight to us. Me and my brother were there in the front. He asked both of us, "Did you have your breakfast?" We said, "No, Swami, we just came." Then he asked for bananas to be brought and gave both of us and made us eat there itself in front of him. And then created Vibhuti for both of us and gave and said, "Good boys." This is very, this is first time ever we were meeting. But for Swami, as Lord Krishna told Arjuna, that the association between us is from many lives. That's what we felt that day, because though we were meeting Swami for the first time, Swami knew everything about us, and he made us feel at home immediately. So we finished, those were the days Swami was planning for the water project and those other major projects, the beginning of that. And in middle of 7th class, Swami wound up the Uti school and shifted us to the primary school. So we stayed in primary school. That was the sports meet time. We joined, and we got an opportunity to do the march past and participate in the sports meet. And Swami, the first day of our darshan there, again Swami came and spoke to me and my brother and said, you have come, and then went inside. After finishing the primary, of course, in the primary school, as you know, we used to get a lot of opportunities. We used to come on Thursday and Sunday mornings, and Swami used to call the boys for prasadam distribution. Whenever primary school boys are there, they get the first preference, and he used to call. And somehow Swami didn't call me for many days. My brother used to go quite a few times and others used to go. So I was feeling little let down that I was not getting an opportunity. Then one day suddenly Swami came and he called only me. So I got up and then he told go inside. And then subsequently he called many other boys. Of course, I didn't know the trick that you don't need to be called specifically. You can run and first come, first serve kind of thing. But Swami knew my weakness and then said, you come. So I was going in the front. Swami was behind me and there were other students behind Swami. First time entering into the interview room, and Swami said, keep going. So we went into the interview room and Swami said, turn left. And I took from interview room, there's one narrow passage which goes to Swami's dining hall. So I was going in that, and fortunately for me, there was some Dettol liquid which was on the floor, and I slipped and fell. And Swami caught me literally in his hands, and it was very symbolic in the sense that I was falling into the world, and he caught me and brought me close to him. So that was very the thing. Then after that, he asked, "Are you all right?" And then made me stand. I didn't do any prasadam distribution, but I was sitting inside Swami's room, and other boys went and distributed and came. That was very one of our first experiences, and it was very heartwarming for me. This is the picture of me and my brother with Swami. After that, before we joined the 8th class, Swami had gone to Kodaikanal, and our family, we took an opportunity to go and have Swami's darshan in Kodaikanal. We had gone to Coimbatore, and from there we took a matador to Ooty. The matador, when it reached close to Silver Cascade, Ravi Kumar sir will know that very nicely. One of the attractions in Ooty, which Swami used to take all the boys each and every trip. When we reached Silver Cascade, we saw Swami's bus, the boys' bus, and then there was Swami's car, which was going in the front. We thought Swami is in the car, so we asked the matador driver to overtake the bus, and once we crossed Swami's car, we got down and we were standing with Namaskar. Then Radha Krishna sir saw us and said that Swami is in the bus. And we thought, okay, well, Swami is in the bus. As soon as we looked back, the bus came and was trying to take a turn, in the sense that it blocked the complete road and then stopped there. And then the curtains parted on the first seat, and then Swami was there. Swami called us to come near him, and then took out Bourbon biscuits and gave one to each of us. Later, some of our brothers who were there in the group said that once the matador overtook the bus was actually stopped at Silver Cascade. Swami told the driver to follow the matador. So when we try to follow Swami, Swami follows us, and then made it the bus stand in such a way that there's no traffic on other side, and it is like one-to-one attention for us. Then Swami said, "Good boys," and then and again the bus took a reverse turn and went back to Silver Cascade. So it was a very special feeling that Swami knows that we were singing bhajans, and as soon as the matador crossed, Swami said, "My boys are there in that matador, go behind." So that's the love of Swami for his boys. This is a small video of which I found later about darshan at Kodai.
वस्तु अमोलिक दी मेरे सतगुरु वस्तु अमोलिक दी मेरे सतगुरु कृपा कर अपनायो पायो जी मने कृपा कर अपनायो.
One more very dear experience of mine. Sometimes suffering is a blessing in disguise. So when I was in the school, I had a very bad bout of diarrhea. I went to the bathroom 50 times, and whatever medicines were given, there was no cure. So I took warden sir's permission and went and sat in the front. Swami came straight to me and asked, "Emaindi?" I said, "Swami, I had gone to bathroom 50 times." He said, "Manchidi, pottadagidi." He said, "Good, your stomach will reduce." And then created vibhuti and gave to me and told, "Eat immediately." So I ate, and that was the end of that particular diarrhea episode. And fortunately, after that, I've never had diarrhea. There's one more incident which shows that though there may not be any opportunity there, but Swami will give an opportunity to us. It was Akhanda Bhajan day, and Akhanda Bhajan had got over, and prasadam was being brought and kept in the front. The delicious chakkar pongali and puliora which we get during Akhanda Bhajan. Swami came and then started asking, "Where are those two primary school boys?" So there are several people who have studied in primary school. So many people got up, but Swami said, "No, no, not you, not you." And finally, we were there somewhere sitting behind, and Swami said, you two, come." So me and my brother were called, and we were made to sit on either side of the prasadam. Swami said, "Some crows and monkeys may come. You sit here and guard this prasadam." Of course, with there's several thousands of people, we know that there won't be any monkeys or crows coming in with that loud bhajan going on. But Swami just wanted to give an opportunity and made us sit. And every 5 minutes, Swami used to come and ask, "Any monkeys or crows have come?" And again, he used to go and again. And when somebody told us to take the prasadam and go, they said, "No, no, no, we won't sit here only." So we kept on sitting only. Because there was very strong smell of prasadam, very tempting. Probably that meant that monkeys and crows within our own minds, like you see a very delicious thing, you want to put it in the mouth. So maybe it was very symbolic, but he gave us an opportunity out of nothing actually. There's one more incident that happened which at that point it looked like why did Swami's word not come true? So when we were probably in my 8th class, 10th class, in the Divan Discourse, which I was there in the audience, Swami suddenly said that I want to start a nursing college. And Swami described the qualities that he want in a nurse. And then he said, he said that doctors cut, but it's the nurses who nurture the patients and take care of them. And he said, I want to start a nursing college. But this particular nursing college did not start for several years. It's 1993. In 2006, 6 or 7, I was working in the hospital. I was closing the director's office to go for the lunch. And I had forgotten something inside office, so I went back in. And those days, World Space Radio used to be playing on the PA system. And when I was taking that item, that this particular stretch of discourse, extract of discourse was playing on the PA system, which reminded me of 1993, the discourse, because for some reason it was very fixed in my mind about that nursing college. So in the afternoon, the then director, Dr. Safaya, was there. He was my boss. So I went and approached him and said, "Sir, we would like, why don't we start nursing college? Because nursing staff is very difficult to get by. So he said, Praveen, Swami himself wanted to start a nursing college, but for some reason there were 2 or 3 attempts, but he didn't proceed with that nursing college option. Since you feel that Swami is talking to you in that discourse, why don't you try? So I went to Puttaparthi and met the Vice Chancellor, sir, about this proposal, and he said it's a very good proposal, but we don't have faculty of medicine, so we cannot start. And subsequently, Dr. Hegde took over as director within 1 month, and I made this proposal, and he was very enthusiastic about it. Of course, this story is not part of the chronology of events, but I just wanted to tell you that when Swami wills something, sometimes it may happen immediately, like the super specialty hospitals, but sometimes it is a seed that he is sowing in somebody's mind, for which will germinate at a future time. So Dr. Hegde gave me permission. I went and met Rajiv Gandhi University officials, and they said that though the admissions are over, there is a possibility of starting a nursing college. Dr. Hegde went and met Swami, and Swami was super happy when he told that proposal, and he said, yeah, I want to start. You find a good nursing college principal and we will start. And as soon as we came back, like any of the Swami's projects, we were always behind schedule. So the applications had closed, but how Swami puts right people at the right time and the right place. The Vice Chancellor was Dr. Hegde's patient whom he had operated. Vice Chancellor was his patient, and the registrar also was his patient. So when Dr. Hegde called them, they immediately said, this having a free nursing college, it is without, it will never happen in our dreams, but we will immediately sanction. They sanctioned the college and also waived off all the fees that the institute has to pay them. And even the government, the Secretary of Medical Education, who was there, Shankar Linga Gowda, he happened to be the principal secretary for KEDB when Swami, when the land was given, for the hospital land was offered to Swami, and he said that this is another opportunity Swami gave me, and within 5 minutes he signed the government order for starting the college. And before anybody could realize, we had advertised in Sanatana Sarathi, a good principal applied, and Swami immediately approved, and within 2 months the nursing college started with all the approvals in place. And now it is 15 years of that nursing college, and several close to 800 students have passed out from the college, and they are in great demand across the world. They say any Sathya Sai nurse, they are willing to take them without even interview. And recently, of course, that is for another occasion to tell, Trust has sanctioned a new nursing college building, and it's going to get inaugurated in on January 19th, which is the hospital anniversary day, by the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. So coming to my education career, one thing I have noticed, even Ravi Kumar sir will agree, that Swami doesn't let you have any comfort zones. So till my 10th class, many students used to hate maths, but it was a breeze for me. I should score very high without struggling. And then when it came to 11th to choose the IPC or MPC or commerce, I went and asked Swami, what do you want me to do? Swami said, BPC Chai. So the maths, which was my favorite subject, got dropped. Then I took BPC and I joined Brindavan campus. But great time with Swami here. Actually, my I forgot to tell that my first darshan of Swami was in Brindavan, in that the old shed there. I saw Swami from very far, and I never knew that I'll get an opportunity to study in his school and to work for him. So then I took BPC. Once I joined Brindavan, in the final year, again you need to make a choice between biology or physics or chemistry. And then Swami said biology chai. So actually chemistry also many people hate it, but for me it was very easy subject. Shivaram Krishna sir gave me the foundations in those days, and I used to not struggle at all in chemistry and used to get very good marks. So Swami dropped that also, chemistry also, and left me with the biology. So after finishing my third year, I was surprised to hear that I got the gold medal, and I think all credit to Swami, because I was not very good in biology, but as I told you, Swami doesn't let any comfort zones last around. So he gave me gold medal in bioscience. This is me receiving a gold medal from Swami. Then comes the next twist. After in the final year of my bioscience, I asked Swami, what should I do next? Then Swami, that was in Darshan, Swami is going by, he said, management chahi, and went off. So, it's now the third comfort zone also got dropped. So I said, okay, Swami said, no questions asked. Then I went to library, took some CAT books and started studying the maths which I had left long back. I had to relearn it. Then you had logical reasoning, English, and all those things. I somehow I wanted to prepare and get into MBA. So that particular winter vacation, generally winter vacations or any vacation, we never go until Swami goes to Kodaikanal or something like that. And so that particular winter vacation, I went home. And whenever I was bored of reading this, I used to listen to Swami's discourses. And even summer vacation, I immediately took Swami's permission and went home to study for MBA. And unfortunately for me, that year, all my classmates, Swami chose to take to Kodaikanal, and I missed that chance of going to Kodai with Swami. But I was focused on MBA, and then I completed the written test and what you call group discussion and all that, and then went to the final stage. S.V. Giri sir was the vice chancellor, and when my turn came, then first only one question he asked. He said, "You are topper in bioscience group, right?" He asked. "Yes, sir." Then why are you changing to management? He said, "We want to encourage research in our institute, and we don't want bioscience boys to go to MBA and all that. So you have to do bioscience." And that's what there was no. He didn't listen to my prayer saying that Swami wanted me to do. And of course, you had the Brahmastra of going and telling Swami and getting an MBA seat. So I went to Swami and kneeled down and said, "Swami, they're telling me to do MSc Bioscience." Then he said, "MSc Chai," and went off. At that moment, it was like entire world collapsed around me. He said, "Swami, you told me to do management, and I missed a Kodai chance, and I wasted all my time." But whenever Swami does something, there's always a very deep inner meaning, and which only in the hindsight you'll know in the future. So I started doing my MSc. During my MSc, there was I don't know if you notice in both in Rayalaseema and Telangana, there's a lot of fluoride content. And so over a period of time, I had developed deep yellow staining of teeth. And of course, boys are boys. They started like people. I come from a mango belt, so people started teasing, saying that I ate too much mango and the stain remained on my teeth. And after some time, I couldn't take that this thing, and I said, Swami used to always say that if you chant the name of Sai Ram, if you chant, anything can be achieved. So I took one lemon and I said Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, and I started just rubbing that, seeing the thing. And generally, like now I know, being in a medical profession, I know that it doesn't go that easily. But you know the power of Sai Ram. Within 10 minutes, that entire stain which was there for like several years, it just vanished. And when I went to darshan, Swami came and smiled, and I smiled back. So then I got a very good smile to Swami. Then one more very sweet incident that happened was that Swami suddenly announced that he will have a mass Upanayinam for all the students. So all the students who want to enroll can enroll. I am not a Brahmin, so I couldn't. That was like a cut-off point that you can't enroll. So I didn't enroll for that. Then one day suddenly Swami came and called me, and he asked uh, about my caste and all those details which I didn't know. Then Swami just looked and kept saying that you are Padmanayak, Velma, and all that. Which later, when I asked my parents, they said, "Yeah, that is our this thing." Then he said, "Why don't you do join for Upanayanam?" I was like mighty happy, Swami. If you say, or so I said, Swami, yes. Then Swami called Shivashankar Sai sir, who was the warden, and then told him that you take his name. Then my brother was in Brindavan at that time. Then he said, will your brother join? I said, yes, Swami. If you say he'll join, will he come from Brindavan? He'll come, Swami told. Then Swami told, you enroll both of them. And for the next 4 or 5 days, every day Swami used to come, call me, and then talk about Upanayanam and all those things. Of course, Shivashankar Sai sir was getting little jittery because what will others say? This, he is not a Brahmin, and if he do Upanayanam, we have not even asked their parents. So he told Swami, little delicate Swami and all that. Then Swami listened to him and then turned to us to pray to me. Why do you need Upanayanam? You don't need Upanayanam. I'll take care. You can pray to me without Upanayanam also. And Swami went. But that was, of course, it just looked like Swami was just giving an opportunity to talk, and then that ended there. But fast forward to now, recently Chakravarti sir was in the hospital when his wife was admitted, and Swami gave me during the COVID time to do puja in his room. Of course, it just started as a spontaneous activity, and then it continued. And I started chanting Rudram and some of the Vedam that I've learned as a student, and also some of these Swami's Padyams and all that. And he used to attend every day. Before going to the ICU, he used to come and sit and listen. And one day suddenly he said, "Emaya, Bapanayan laga mantra chadutunnavu," he said. That's when suddenly it connected back. That day, when Swami wanted me to get Upanayanam done, Upanayanam is generally done for the Brahmins, where they get an privilege to chant mantram and all that stuff. And there Swami said, to do puja to me, you don't need any Upanayanam. And this almost 15 or 16 years hence, somebody, Chakravarti sir was saying that you're chanting like a Brahmin. That's when I suddenly recollected Swami's words, and I felt that though Swami may say something in passing, but it has such deep meaning that which will not know. It is for the future, and only in the future we come to know, and then we realize. So of course, after the first year of MSc, after a gap of close to 10 years, Swami again had a summer course here in Brindavan. And that was my first summer course. I had a great opportunity to be part of summer course. You get a lot of opportunities to be around Swami, listen to Swami's discourses. That year, Swami spoke on Ramayana. After all that thing, there was an exam that was conducted for all students. I remember when I was in the winter vacation before first year MSc, I had listened to Swami's discourses whenever I got bored of studying. And the exam, the entire paper came from Swami's discourses. And somehow I wrote all the questions, and I didn't have any this thing that what will be my marks or something like that. That day, the valedictory function, I was told to sit in the front. I was sitting right here. And as soon as Swami came and sat on the top, he looked at me and smiled. I didn't understand the correlation, because suddenly I was asked to go and sit in the front, and then Swami is coming and smiling. Then of course, I'll show you the video of that event.
Is that the marks were all in the high 90s, 95 and above. In spite of the toughness of the test, there are two students who have got 100 out of 100. One is from the Prasanthi Nilayam campus, Mr. V. Praveen of the second year MS. Is that
Subsequently, when Swami came down, it was actually a photo taken by our Sundareshan sir. You can see the ring. If you observe closely in Swami's hand, you can see the ring coming out from his hand. So that's the precision of Sundareshan sir's photography. This was the turning point in my student career in terms of getting opportunities from Swami. And as soon as we went back to Parthi, Swami started talking to me quite a bit, and then used to call for various opportunities to serve prasadam. And then he had before the Guru Purnima, he had asked me to call my parents, and we had a interview. In that interview, Swami created a 3-diamond ring for my father. The connection with the 3-diamond ring, I'll come later in my talk. And then I had 3 personal interviews with Swami, and in the last personal interview, one thing which very pertinent thing which Swami said, which is very true today also, that Swami said, whenever you feel that you want me, you think of all these movements, and then it will feel that you are there in my presence. And so that's what this Samarpan does. Whenever we think, not only we feel that we are in Swami's presence, even everybody in the audience feels that they are in Swami's presence. But that particular this thing keeps ringing in my mind all the time. My birthday during that year was very special. Uh, I was in the March past, and Swami used to come to the ground to see the practices. And when the practice was going, we were marching past, Swami was in the car, and then he got down and sat in the chair, and we all went and surrounded him. Swami looked at me and said, "Your birthday, right?" I said, "Yes, Swami. I was waiting for you to come to Mandir. Why you didn't come?" So I said, "Sorry, Swami." And then evening, I sat in the front, and Swami called for a personal interview room. And then he created this watch, Mayoko watch, as a birthday gift for me. All my birthdays have been very special in the sense that Swami, even today, till today, shows some sign that he is there always with me. And then during the convocation drama, I had the opportunity to play the role of Prahalada. These are some of the pictures with Swami on the final convocation song. Once I finished my MSc, we came to Brindavan along with Swami, and then we had great time in the Trai. And once we went back, generally students wait to get instructions from Swami, and we were also waiting. I got an opportunity to sit near that Bhajan Hall door entrance, and one day Swami came and called me and Sriram Parshram, one more of my classmates, inside, and then called all the university heads, Vice Chancellor sir, Registrar sir. S.V. Giri sir was the Vice Chancellor, and then Swami looked at Giri sir and then looked at us and said that I want these boys to do research. What do you think? He said, "Yes, Swami, we want them to do research." Then Swami said, "Okay, go and join, go meet Vice Chancellor in his office and start your research." When I was taking Padnamaskar, of course, only I could hear that. Swami said, "Is it temporary, Ra?" I didn't understand, because those days research boys used to get the best chances with Swami, and we thought probably Swami is Tarvata Vere Panistanu, he told. We thought Swami is saying that whenever a VIP comes, research boys get the opportunity first to go and serve them, and then Swami interacts with them, guides them and all that. So we thought something like that. And we started doing research sincerely. My research topic was on cyanin in snail blood, all that. So sincerely we were doing every day. Swami used to call and ask, "How is your research going on?" Every day, morning, evening, we had an opportunity. And then close to 18th day, suddenly Swami called all of us. Here, one thing I need to, as I tell, I'll let you know. And then, as soon as we sat, Swami looked at both of us and said, "I want to send you to America. Will you go?" We said, "Swami, whatever you say, we want to offer our lives to you." Then Swami said, No, go and ask your parents." And then he turned to S.V. Giri sir and said, "I want to send these two boys to America. Will you permit?" Of course, at that point, it looked like a casual conversation. But when I look back now, I suddenly realized that S.V. Giri sir was the Vice Chancellor. And in my MBA interview, he had said that you should do research. Swami could have easily overruled him. He was the Chancellor of the university and also the universe. But he didn't do that. He knows the entire past, present, future. So he let that go. He let the MBA go and made me do MSc, and then enrolled me into PhD, and the same person, probably S.V. Giri sir also didn't realize that, but Swami asked his permission before taking us out from the research. That shows that the people that Swami puts in the various positions, he gives so much importance to their words, though it may look like it is contrary to Swami's wish at that point. When S.V. Giri sir was admitted in the hospital, that's when all this thing, the connections, this thing, and I had told him that this what has happened, and that's when he realized that how much respect Swami gave him. Subsequently, Swami called my parents, and then he asked us to call our parents. He called them for interview and specifically asked them their permission. Then they said, Swami, they are your children. Whatever you say, we will do, Swami. And then started the next process, which is very interesting, I should say. And generally, Swami introduces all this in a very small way. He said, there's a small exam that you need to go and write. Will you go? Of course, by then there were a couple of more students who had gone to US and come. So we thought something similar to that, some training for the hospital and then back. So that was like a informal training. Then we said, Swami, whatever you say. Then when we came out, when we found out from the elders, they said that you need to write TOEFL and GRE. These two were very strange, though all the students now know about it. At that point, because we wanted to be with Swami, we didn't explore any other avenues outside. So I didn't even know the expansion of these words. That GRE means Graduate Record Examination and TOEFL means Test of English as Foreign Language. So when we came out, again Swami called us back and he said, tomorrow you go to Brindavan, and at around 8 o'clock, not before 7:30, Swami called us again and asked, have you kept your luggage ready? We said, yes, Swami. And Swami took us to his dining hall, made us sit next to him. We were sitting on either side of Swami, and there was like a stack of tiffin boxes that various people have sent inside for Swami. And Swami, of course, even the person who received those boxes did not know what is there in each box. And Swami used to say, take that third box, and there is a pulav in that, get that. And they used to come, and Swami used to himself serve both of us, and then point to another box and said, there is raita in that, bring that. And so pulav, raita, and then he said, gulab jamun is there in the other box, you bring it. It's like X-ray vision. He says Superman has X-ray vision. No, like Swami saw what is there in each of those boxes, and he made us overeat that day. And we came to Brindavan. We met Bhutia sir, and he had already received instructions from Swami. There's one central trust room in the Gokulam. That's the last room next to the Ganesha. We were staying there, and then we were told to go to city, to the time coaching center, which is there. So when we went there, we met the in charge of the time coaching center, and he said, so we are very happy that you're going to join us. So when do you plan to take GRE and TOEFL? We said, we have to do it within this week, sir. That fellow was shocked. He said, no. Generally, students take 3 months of coaching and 3 months of practice, and only then they take. We cannot accept you as our student, he said. Then, of course, we told about our background, the free hospitals, free colleges that Swami runs and all that. He was very mighty impressed, but he said, no, still, I don't want to spoil our reputation of the coaching center. He said, you're allowed to use the computer lab and the library, but we cannot accept you as a student. So for the first time, he showed us the books, GRE and TOEFL, Princeton review, Kaplan review, and I almost fell off the chair seeing those because they were all like huge books. And then he said, "You need to read these books and before you write the exam." I was like shocked. Swami, you said small exam. This looks like a massive, more than a PhD. It looks like. So we came back to Brindavan and then we started studying. And for a person who has not studied those books, the English and the thing looks very strange. There was one word called, the proposal was tabled. I knew table, but I didn't know what was tabled. So it is those sort of difficult things which you generally don't use in regular thing. And what I thought was a waste of time for when I was preparing for MBA, the maths was similar. So I could skip the entire maths because I already learned at that time. So I only had to concentrate on English and logical reasoning. But the logical reasoning actually didn't have any logic. It was very illogical for us at that point. And then the most surprising thing was, as a bioscience student, I had never used a computer before because it was P1 generation, and then computers had just come into the academia, and bioscience was probably one of the last adopters of computers. We had a computer lab, but only the maths and computer science students used to go there. So first time when I saw the computer lab, computer lab was in the hostel at that point. The first time when I saw the keyboard, I said, "This guy doesn't know alphabets. He's writing A somewhere, B somewhere. How am I going to search?" I didn't even know typing, touch typing. So then suddenly I realized that the TOEFL had a 1,000-worded essay that we need to think, create it in our mind, and then put it into writing. I was finding difficulty in finding out the keys, where the keys were. So I was literally terrified. But fortunately for GRE, there were only 5 keys, A, B, C, D, E, that I figured out that. And we used to study 8 hours, skip breakfast, dinner, everything, and then study. We used to say, "Swami, we are happily doing PhD, but you made us get into this very tough thing." And then when we went to the coaching center, he asked, "Where is your passport? You need to register for your exams. Where are the passports?" We said, "We don't have passports." That fellow laughed. He said, "Passport in Tatkal in those days used to get by, it used to take minimum of 19 days. He said, "Why are you trying to fool us? You don't even have a passport and you have come for exam." Of course, the previous batch who had gone to US, they got their passport in 24 hours. So we thought, okay, there is some chance of us getting. So we went and applied for a Tatkal passport in the passport of, sorry, there was a travel agent which was next to the Raj Bhavan. We had applied, and that guy also laughed. He said, "You are crazy. Minimum you will take 12 days." But we just applied. Sairam is there. So we applied and we went back to Brindavan, and suddenly we got a call to come to the passport office. When we went there, the passport officer who was dealing with our case, just then the Whitefield Hospital had come up, and it was in news because first time Karnataka had such a huge free hospital. It was in news, and this man was not a devotee, but he had heard about that the venture of Bhagwan. So he was getting transferred that day to Singapore. So he said, "Let me take this opportunity and do my bit to that great institution." And before he left, 3 o'clock was his the last time in the office, and he signed that thing and gave a printed passports he handed over to us. So morning 11 o'clock we applied, and 3 o'clock we had the passports. So next day morning when we went and showed our passports, that guy he fell off the chair. Then he said, but still I won't let you be our student. So then with the passport, we went to register. You had to book the slot online using a credit card. So one of the devotees helped us book. And throughout the month, there was only one slot. This was a Monday. And on the Thursday, the next Thursday was this thing. So, and we didn't have any other option. So we had to book the slot because already admissions were over in other US university. So we booked that slot. So we had 3 days to study those huge tomes of Princeton and Kaplan. And without food, we studied. We went there. Boys know that we sometimes in the exams, like Ravi Kumar says, paper will have stars in the daylight. So like that, we had stars looking at those computer screen. And then the worst part is each problem you solve, the next will become harder. That's how it's online test. So it is programmed such a way that it gives the harder question for the next this thing. And of course, I knew ABCDE. So saying Sairam, I pressed ABCDE, and then at the end, the results come on the thing, and surprise, we got very good marks. And immediately we went back to Parthi, and Swami was waiting for us. He called us into interview room as soon as we went, and he called all the vice chancellor, everybody, and he sat down. And then he pointed at me and he said, this fellow, I sent him to study. And then what did he do? He was sleeping all the time. He was eating all the time. And then Swami asked for his own weighing machine to be brought. And he placed it in front of him and asked me to get up and stand. Before I went on to the weighing machine, he asked, what is your weight? I said, Swami, 72. Get up. Then I got into that and he saw it was 77. Swami said, see, 5 kgs this fellow in 3 days he put on and came. And that's all lazy people, these people are all Sapata Ramans. Then, of course, those 5 kgs have become such a permanent picture in my body that even today I am not able to get rid of those divine 5 kgs of weight, whatever effort I put. And then Swami said, see, I told you it's very simple exam. You people only were worried. Very nicely you passed. When I was, in my mind, I was worried about the TOEFL exam which we had to do. I was telling Swami, Sairam, please help me. I don't know typing. Then Swami looked at me and just smiled. And that day evening we got a call from the university saying that since all our education was in English, they're waiving TOEFL for us. So next day morning when he went, Swami looked at me and smiled. He said, Sairam, I waived it for you. Generally it doesn't happen, but it happened because of his will. So my typing skills were not tested on that day. So during one of those interviews, very casually, Swami was telling that you finish your course and come back, I'll shift the general hospital here. So that was like the 2 of us with Swami, and it was like a very casual conversation. And it just passed, and we also forgot about it. Fast forward to 2006, all of a sudden, of course, one thing what before joining the hospital, Swami told, go and spoil everything and come. That was the blessing he gave. So I generally get all crazy ideas. So I suddenly, when I was talking to the director, an idea popped up, and I just told Dr. Swarna Bharat was the director, saying that, sir, madam, for some reason, strange reason, Swami had, for 8 theatres that were required, Swami wanted 12 to be built, right, in 2001. And those 4 were just lying empty. Everything, it was ready to be used, but it was lying empty. So I got a wild this thing, I said, why don't we shift some of the GH specialties and let them operate here and use this facilities. So she put it up to trust, and all of them dismissed it as a strange, crazy idea. So I said, I got a crazy idea, it got dismissed, Swami's will. And subsequently, due to a lot of leakage issues, because the general hospital, Swami's little hospital, had grown very organically. So small buildings were added, and it became a big hospital. So over a period of time, it started getting leaks, and from general hospital side, independently they went to the trust saying that we're having this problem, and for some strange reason, Swami took over the hospital but didn't take over the land. So Swami, trustees felt that to invest in a land that doesn't belong to us is foolish. So they were debating various ideas of constructing a new building. And then Chakravarti sir asked our director, Dr. Sundaresh, that they're having problem. What do you think of it? And I had, of course, that was it. When the proposal had come, Dr. Sundaresh was taking over from Dr. Swarna Bharadwaj. So in that board of trustees meeting, both of them were there when that proposal had come. So he said that Dr. Swarna had proposed this. So why don't we do, there's enough space in the hospital, was his this thing. And for some this thing, though I'm not a big planner, but ideas started popping up, and I made a blueprint of how the entire general hospital could be accommodated within the super specialty hospital. And the trustee had come to see that proposal in physically. So when they had the meeting in director's office, there was one Swami's photo with Abhayhastam. Earlier, some Vibhuti had come on that. So Naganand sir took a photo of that with the Vibhuti. There was a Vibhuti on Swami's palm. And we went around and came. By the time we came back, that Vibhuti had increased to cover the entire palm. So the trustees felt that it is Swami's blessing that this proposal should go through. And on the Aradhana Mahotsavam day, that was tabled in the board of trustees meeting. And that same day, in Swami's room, in the director's office, that entire photo got filled with Vibhuti. And I had posted that I had sent that to the trustees, and they took a unanimous decision of shifting the general hospital. And the shifting of general hospital also was very dramatic, in the sense that when the shift happened, for 3 days, without much cranes or anything like that, just Sevadal and staff, they were able to shift all those heavy equipment, put into the vehicle and bring. And as soon as the vehicle reaches the super specialty hospital, suddenly a lot of Sevadal used to come out. There was one incident where 3 trucks had come with those equipment. Suddenly from one sumo, there were some close to 10 Sevadal who came out from that sumo, and then they started shifting the this thing. And during this 3 days, it was a very active OBG department. The deliveries were happening, but during these 3 days, there were no deliveries that came, because they were worried, like, if deliveries come, where do we deliver? Because neither here nor there. But 3 days there were no deliveries, and that the day of inauguration of in the super specialty hospital, that day there were 5 deliveries in the night at that point. So the entire thing, though Swami told in passing, this entire thing I recollected when I was introducing when I was doing the MC. That's when it flashed to me that day Swami told us, and then here it's happening. Whatever Swami said, that he said there will be a tennis court and this thing, everything was happening, and it just materialized there. So Swami's words are not, sometimes it happens instantaneously, sometimes they'll happen in the future, but none of his words will go waste. So before going to the US, Swami specially got this suit stitched for us and took a photograph. So coming to the, now that this thing is done, Swami asked us to apply. We applied late, but they considering our organization, they considered our application and gave us admissions. Then Swami told us, you go to Bangalore and apply. So those days you had to apply through travel agency. So we applied and then we were waiting. Then one day Swami called us and said, you pack all your luggage, go to Chennai, attend the visa interview and go from there to US. So we went to Chennai. This was, we landed in Chennai on 11th September. And we were staying in Ramani uncle, who was the state president at the time, his house. And then his daughter, who was staying in US, called him as soon as we landed to switch on the TV. And when we switched on the TV, the famous 9/11 incident happened. We saw the planes crashing into the World Trade Center, Pentagon, and all that. We were seeing that live. And so next day was our interview. The embassy was shut and they postponed our interviews. And when it opened, we went. That was on the 13th. We went for the interview. As always, we were 1.1 in the line. We went in, and of course, all our papers were already with the embassy. The entire embassy was a very high security zone that day, and there was nobody laughing or smiling. So we went, and we were the first people. There was an African American lady who was the visa officer. She called us and then said, how are you both related? We said, we are Baba students. And she didn't know anything about Swami. Then she said, how is the sponsor related to you? He said, he's Baba's devotee. They said, nothing doing, all this don't work. I'm rejecting your visa. You go back, apply for a scholarship and come. Of course, not knowing the intricacies of going to the US, we didn't have any of our financial statements of our parents or this thing. There was a sponsor who was sponsoring the trip, and we just went. And that person, how she made out was the sponsor's auditor in the US made 2 copies of it, and in the behind he put a paste-it saying the duplicate copy, and that he left that there itself. So when she saw that thing, she said, you people are trying to come and destroy US, and she rejected our app. By then Swami had already made announcements during his discourse. It had come in Sanatan Sarathi that he is sending 2 of his boys to US, and then now here visas were rejected and we didn't know how to face Swami. And so we came out and we informed Ramani sir, and he said, Swami knows everything, Praveen, you don't worry, we'll inform Swami. So he called up Chiranjeevi Rao sir and informed. And Chiranjeevi Rao sir generally goes and meets Swami at 3 o'clock. So when he went, Swami asked, Emaindi? Then he narrated the entire thing. Swami looked up like this, smiled and said, 3 o'clock let them be, it will come at 3 o'clock, let them be in my house in Sundaram. So we were shifted to Sundaram, and of course the trust members were making various efforts because it was a major loss of face for the trust, because a project of the trust is getting rejected. Just then the Whitefield Hospital had got inaugurated, and S.M. Krishna, who was Chief Minister, so he sent a fax to the embassy saying that on behalf of Karnataka state, please give the visas to them. So the marketing manager called us and spoke to us and said that if you had connections with the Chief Minister, why didn't you come to me directly? Why did you go there? Once the visa officer rejects the visa, it's impossible. For next 6 months, you cannot get visa. So, and he just lifted his hands. We tried various methods. Vice President Krishnakant had come to Parthi, so they tried through him. He spoke to the US ambassador, but he was traveling somewhere. And then finally, when these people, they wanted to increase the security around the embassy, they wanted to meet the chief secretary of Tamil Nadu. His own children, son itself, they had rejected his visa. So when they called him, instead of saying that give visa to my son, they said you give visa to Sai Baba trust people and come and meet me. So for the first time in their entire history, generally they only courier the visa to your address, whatever is their address in the thing. But here they came and handed over the visas at 3 o'clock to us, and then went to meet the chief secretary. So we took the visas when Swami was informed. He said, I told you 3 o'clock it will happen. Then Swami said, ask them to get in the flight today itself and go. So, of course, those days you didn't have this online booking facility. You had to have a hard copy ticket of this thing. When we approached Singapore Airlines, they said there is booking available from Singapore to LA, but there's no booking from Bangalore to Singapore. Of course, Swami is everywhere. His devotees are everywhere. So we had approached somebody in the Singapore to help us with these tickets, and he happened to be the personal physician of the chairman of Singapore Airlines. So he informed him, and the chairman's office faxed us a ticket. So with that, we went to the this 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock was the flight. This is all happening in on the move. So we reached, and somebody came and gave that fax ticket to us in the airport. We went inside. We showed that to in the airlines counter. They saw the chairman's thing and they said, sir, we would like to upgrade you to business class. So the traveling with Swami is business class travel, even if you purchase an economy ticket. So we went and reached US. Generally, you have jet lag because of the time. Our biological clock takes time to get adjusted to the new timing, but the way Swami works, there was no jet lag, absolutely no jet lag. We went, and we were already late for the course. Course had already started 3 months before. So immediately we went and we reached the university and started attending the classes. One more thing I forgot to tell was that to convince us to go to US, Swami had started with saying 3 months you need to go and come, because we were having every day 2 times a day interview with Swami, and so we were feeling very dejected that we had to leave Swami and go. He said 3 months first day, second day it became 6 months, and then third day he said 1 year, pakka you'll come back. So that so when we reached there, we realized it is a 2 years course. It's not 1 year course. He said, how come Swami said 1 year, but this is 3 months, 3 years, 2 years course. So we went and met our dean of this thing and said that, can we finish this course in 1 year? He said, even if you take maximum permissible credits, we had total of 54 credits plus internship, but with all that maximum permitted, you won't be able to graduate, because you'll still have 13 or 14 credits left. Then next day he called and said that since you have done a master's course, if any of these courses are similar to what you have done, then we can help in transferring the credits. So we wrote to Vice Chancellor sir, and they sent the MSc syllabus certified copy, and we found that there were around 9 credits of environmental science that we had done in Parthi, which they said that you could transfer the credits. So even after that, we still didn't figure out the math, because we still have to, because we joined 3 months late, we missed out one prerequisite course, Accounting 101. So we had to complete that to graduate. and that he said it's available only in summer, and so we have to wait summer, so that will be beyond 1 year. So we were thinking, how come Swami said something and how it won't happen? So one day we were doing bhajans. We just spoke about that before the bhajan, and we completed the bhajan, and then bell rang. So like nowadays you have a lot of this spam email which come. So those days used to get a lot of spam in the post box. So postman had come and put some a lot of flyers into the post box and went. So I went out to pick up. So when I took out that to throw into the dustbin, we knew that nobody will send us any letters. When I took that out, one paper fell down. And I looked at that, it says accounting 101 being offered in a neighboring university. So I took that and I showed the Sriram Parshuram that I found this. Then we went to the dean. The dean said, yeah, you can do, but you have already full credits you are taking, maximum credits possible. Then you need to go to another university which is around 1 hour travel from there. But Swami's arrangements are perfect. So when we went and met the dean of that university, she said that course is already started, 15 days are done. But of course, once we told about our work that we do, she was mighty impressed, and she said, okay, if the teacher agrees, I'll let you do. So we went and met the teacher, and again told the same thing about Swami and his work and all that. And then she said, it'll be my pleasure to have you. So one this thing was, of course, MBA. Those boys who have done from science, who have gone to MBA, will know this, that for science people, accounting is a nightmare once you go into MBA. But here we did financial management first, and then did accounting. Financial management we got full marks. Accounting, though we joined 15 days late, we were actually teaching our fellow students accounting. It was as if it was there in our brain all the way, and we got very good marks. And as I told you, Swami's planning is perfect. We used to do a subject here, and we had enough time to take a bus, go to that neighboring university and attend that class, and then the next class used to be that gap was enough sufficient on those days which the class was there, that it was, of course it is divinely planned, so we could attend both universities at the same time, and we could complete the coursework. Of course there was this internship was still pending. Another thing I forgot to tell was, I told you typing was a nightmare for me, because once we reached there, we found that everything was online. You need to submit your assignments online and on the blackboard. And so I just Googled something and found one typing master, one software. And believe it or not, within 1 week, I was able to type at 35 words per minute, which was pretty good to do all my coursework. So I took only 1 week to learn typing. So during this time, I didn't know this. I came to know much later that my father had an accident. Of course, that I came to know much later. There's one video I'll play. This video is of Swami calling my brother who was studying in Parthi. The Swami is asking him, how is your father? He also didn't know. He was, Swami said, you just know your father had an accident, and I saved him. Car rolled 3 times, but nothing happened, just one small scratch on his forehead. I saved him, Swami was telling. Of course, when he came out, he called up my father, and then my father said, I just came out of the car just now. So what had happened was, that my father's car was going, it was a Maruti Omni, and then suddenly he saw that the wheels of the car were going before the car. And then before he could realize, the car started tumbling, and there was a big ditch which was there next to, because all our highways have a tapering ditch on the side, and then the car tumbled into the ditch, and then came back normal, and villagers came rushing and they pulled him out. Nothing happened, just one scratch, as Swami had told. And Swami had given him a 3-diamond ring. So one of the diamonds from that had fallen. So subsequently, after we returned, Swami called family for interview, and then first thing he said, asked him to come and took his ring. Means, of course, I have not. Swami took the ring and blew 3 times, and all the 3 came back and gave it back to him. So one more thing was that the graduation happens in September, and no, not in September. Sorry, in July, and once we finish our internship, we will only then you can graduate. But here we won't be. We cannot go back from India there again. So we are just praying to Swami, and they themselves said that since you won't be there next year, you can graduate, be part of the graduation ceremony before we actually completed our internship. And Swami sent a suit for us from India for that graduation, and we did the graduation walk along with the senior batch. And the internship also was marvelous. Means, of course, they were all mighty impressed with the work that is happening in our hospitals, and the CEO himself took us under him and gave an experience of the entire hospital, how it functions, and we got to sit in their board meetings, and it was a very rich experience. The project that we did for this thing, that the costing in cath labs, it's called Marian Medical Center is the hospital name, and it is part of a 120 hospital chain in Catholic Healthcare West, and they use that particular model to benchmark their cath labs across the country. So once we finished, we left India on 18th September. We landed back on 17th September, one day before 1 year. And when we went to Parthi, Swami was waiting in the portico, and we went and fell at his feet. First thing, Swami looked at me and said, 1 year kuda avaledu, 1 month, 1 day before vacharu meeru, he told. So with Swami, there is nothing called impossible. Anything is possible for him. Swami says, impossible is I am possible. So for him, that is the thing. So next day, Swami asked us to go and join the hospital. And one more thing before this, I need to tell, like during the interviews that we were having, then one thing Swami mentioned, which I should mention here because that incident happened here. Swami said, before I gave the ring in summer course, this boy could not even speak. He never spoke this thing. See now how much confidence he got because of that ring. And to test that confidence, first time I spoke in front of Swami. Swami asked Sriram Parshuram to speak before me about our US experience. And he was a prolific speaker. He exhausted all the experiences we had in US. And then Swami told, you tell. I didn't know what to tell, but I took Swami's Padnamaskar and I spoke for half an hour. The first time, extempore, without any notice. And I think this Samarpan also happened without notice. Sai Gidde sir was supposed to come and speak, and due to his hospitalization, organizers called and said, you speak. I said, okay, Swami is still there. He's not giving any notice to, to me. So when when I was taking Padnamskar before joining, I told Swami, I have not worked in a hospital, so please give me strength to do your work. Then Swami made this very prophetic statement, I would say, looking back. He said, Swami pani iste panitanam kuda vastundi. Means, if Swami gives you some work, the ability to do that work will come automatically. You don't need to ask. And Swami asked us to sit in his car and then took us to the hospital. Swami was visiting the patient who was admitted, and I didn't know. My posting was in the ICU. Swami went into the ICU. Of course, we went in that golf cart which Swami takes in the hospital. And at the entrance, Swami went inside, came out and said, you stay back, and went back. And only then later I came to know my posting was in the ICU. So he dropped me at the doorstep of where I was supposed to work. So that's his love. And before, of course, after coming back, Guru Purnima time, of course, as I told you, we graduated much before. So the graduation ceremony, actual graduation ceremony happened later. So that came as the devotee who was in US, he brought those certificates, and Swami had a special ceremony to give that this thing to us. Swami continued to give a lot of opportunities while working also. This is one of them. Since the time is short, if Swami gives another opportunity, another time, I will cover my experiences working in Swami's hospital and the magnificent work that happens in Swami's hospital. I'd like to conclude with one of the songs written by Swami himself. Yela nirasha parati shudundaga yela nirasha sai shudundaga yela nirasha పాలించు స్వామిని ప్రక్కలే నిలబడి ఆలకించుచు నీకు అండగా ఉండగా ఏల నిరాశ సాయిషుడుండగా ఏల నిరాశ పరతేషుడుండగా ఏల నిరాశ తల్లి బిడ్డలు కూడి వెలవెలయందు తల్లి బిడ్డలు కూడి వెలవెలయందు సాయినాథుని పూజ సలుపుచు ఉండగా సాయినాథుని భజన సలుపుచు ఉండగా దీవించు దేవుడు నీ దిగై ఉండగా मनसा येल निराशा साये शुडुलग येल निराशा परते शुडुलग येल निराशा। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की।
Om Shri Sai Ram. Swami always says that Sharanagati or total surrender means leaving everything to his will, and he says that is the highest form of bhakti or devotion. Right from Brother Praveen's first darshan in Parthi to the Dettol Prasadam distribution episode, to coming out of his comfort zone from accounting and biology, and coming right up to the power of listening to Swami's divine discourses, the Samarpan experience sharing by Brother Praveen, along with the combination of photos and videos, has made it really real for us. Your experience with Swami, brother, in his physical presence and also in his omnipresence, has been memorable and captivating. Thank you a lot. We would like to thank a lot of stakeholders for making this event happen. First and foremost, the Brindavan Management Committee, the devotees, sevadals and volunteers, Sri Sathya Hostel Brindavan for all the support and the prasadam, Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, the students and the faculty, Sri Sathya Seva Organization Karnataka South, Sri Sathya Trust Karnataka, the audio visual team for making excellent arrangements, and all the active listening audience. We have a few announcements to be made. Tomorrow being the holy day of Christmas, we'll have morning bhajans from 9 to 10 a.m. In the evening, the session will start at 4:30 with Vedam, followed by bhajans, Sarvadharma bhajans and carols. This will conclude with Mangalarti and Prasadam. We'll have the next medical camp run by the alumni on January 7th, the first Sunday of the month. The next Samarpan will be held on January 21st, the third Sunday of January. We request all to partake Swami's Prasadam before leaving, and we request you to go for Trai Pradakshina after the Aarti. I now request Sri Ravi Kumar Sir, Warden of Sri Sathya Hostel Brindavan, to honor Sri Praveen with a memento and a shawl. Request Brother Praveen to offer Aarti to Swami.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतीका आश्रित कल्पलतीका आपद्बांधवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदेव मरियंतयु नीवे स्वामी मरियंतयु नीवे नाथ ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाथ ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्र शयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप जय श्री साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल हारती अंतुको मंगल हारती अंतुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्ता न्याय्येन सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः